Greetings, everybody. Greetings. Greetings. Made it to a pretty sweet spot here. I did some experimentations. I was looking on maps in the grasslands and I saw this little series of washes. And I made it to the very end of one. And lo and behold, there's a little oasis over here. I'd assume at some points in the year this thing's filled with water, but as of right now, it's dry. There's no rain in the forecast, so I'm safe right here. But yeah, we got some sweet little cotton trees out here, so there's plenty of firewood laying around. There's got 3 decent pieces, and there's wood everywhere around here, so probably put the fire pit back here. But per tradition, why don't we go ahead and start it off by popping open a cold one. Actually, I have a different beer this time. I got some Blue Moon Belgian White. 5.4% alcohol. It's a twist off. Brewed in Golden, Colorado. We'll pretend I didn't twist that off and use my cooler to open it. Why would you have a beer opener on your cooler if it didn't work anyway? Dang. Anyways. So yeah, let's give this Blue Moon Belgian White a taste here. Sure smells like a college bar. I will tell you that this does taste like beer. Yes, yes. Tastes like beer. Yep. All right, why don't we give you a little tour of the area. There's a solar panel for an electric fence here. It comes down this way. I assume it's to keep cows out. Barbed wire works just fine too. And yeah, we just have a plethora of firewood, so I'm always stoked on that. Yeah, see, we're tucked in this little, like a little mini valley. Come out here. So yeah, surrounded by hills on all 4 sides. I bet this place would be beautiful in the summer with leaves on the trees. It's a couple weeks too late for that. Well, I will tell you, it is almost 70 degrees out here, and we're sitting here in November, mid-November now. Just been lucking out with the weather. It was pretty nuts getting in here. I had to engage my 4-wheel drive. If I didn't have 4-wheel on this thing, I would be stuck in a ditch right now. But yeah, I should have gotten some footage of it. Maybe when we come out, I'll show you the extreme 4-wheeling. But yeah, that's the first time I've had to use my 4-wheel drive to get out of a bind, and I'm really glad I had it in that situation. So that was very wise of me to get a vehicle with 4-wheel drive. My second night out in what, 4 days, so I'll probably have, I'm not going to release this video right away. I'll probably do it on the weekend. But yeah, tomorrow is Veterans Day, so I don't have to work tomorrow. So yeah, so we will reflect on that this evening. You stick around for those campfire reflections. I know there's I don't talk politics at all on this channel, but I think no matter what side you're on, we can all agree that our veterans are great people and they deserve our utmost respect. So that is that. I brought a new heater tonight. That should be fun to try out. I don't know if it'll be cold enough to use it though. So, but anyways, I'm gonna finish getting set up back here real quick. Gather some firewood. It's coming up on 2 o'clock. So yeah, we still have about 2.5 hours till the sun sets even. So today we'll be doing some chilling. Stick around. Check the weather here. Yes, yes, beautiful. Man, if I was here 2 weeks, 3 weeks earlier. Okay, so right now it's 66 degrees. Middle of November. I don't even need a hoodie right now. So, man, the weather keeps spoiling me. I'm super excited for winter camping though. I'm more than excited to get some winter camping in for y'all and myself. For dinner is going to be awesome tonight. It's going to involve beer. So anything that involves beer is pretty awesome in my book, but it's going to be especially awesome because it involves beer for cooking. So, and it will be over the fire. I brought my great with me, so y'all stick around for that. It's going to be a great night. This is such a cool little spot, man. Tucked up in a little corner, known for miles. I'm going to send my wife a pin just in case. You know, better safe than sorry. But other than that, yeah, I'll continuously check in with y'all. Maybe I'll do a little time lapse of me picking up some firewood or something. Oh yeah, a little squeaker. Man, my farts have been raunchy today. Stinky. They're not like big farts, but they are very, very stinky. I'm stinky. Now I'm stinky. Ha! Yeah. Okay, why don't we go ahead and take a wander up this hill before the sun gets any lower. There's that solar panel I was telling you about. Looks like it's not on at this time. I'm not going to touch it to find out. I'll tell you what. I don't think we'll be able to see anything on this hill, but I'm going up there anyway, I tell you what. I can see about probably 30 miles out that way. There's a pickup truck, and as you can see, it's just like a plethora of little wash valleys. Huge ancient rivers used to roll through here at the bottom of the ocean. Tons of cacti around here, bearing their fruits. This is as far as I'm going. There's a fence line over there, so that turns into private property. And yeah, beautiful. I was exploring. I came in somewhere way out there into this wash. And I'm way down yonder. You can see the top of the trees that I'm parked under. I can see a windmill farm way out there. And a farm. Throwing some clips on my phone with some zoomage here. Alright, yeah, so truck's over there under those trees. Wind farm. Where are you, wind farm? Way out there. You can see all sorts of junk out there. There's the wind farm. And I got a farm over here. Someone's property. They got a pretty sweet spot. And then the area I came in, way over yonder. I am glad I found this particular spot because up on this hill it's a tidbit breezy. Not windy, just annoyingly breezy. But down where I am, tucked in, most of the wind's blocked off. If the wind's like 15 to 25, I won't even bother making a fire. But I have yet to go on a trip yet where I had to skip out on a fire, so that's sweet. Pickup truck. I was able to scrounge up enough rocks in the wash to get a good wind block there. And the wind's coming from that way, so I got a big old pile of firewood over here. Yes, yes. So we will be living large tonight. As I was going through that wash, I found this really pretty rock here. So that caused me to decide to start a new tradition on these trips. every time I go out, I'm gonna grab a little rock and bring it home with me. And I'm hoping to get a full truckload of rocks because I want to do this a lot. This is so much fun. Yes, yes. One beer down. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful out here. All right, I've just been chillaxing for a bit, but I'm starting to feel a little nip in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and fire up this fire. These dry leaves should light right up here. Definitely overdid the fuel to get her going. I tell you what, that's gonna fire right up. I tell you what, fall gives you that bonus of dry leaves around. Yes. Campfire. Yes, sir. Tom Hanks would be proud. I have made fire. Yes, the easy way. I mean, he did it the hard way, but yes, sir. Yeah, I have no shortage of wood in these parts, so I'm gonna get this built up nice and let it burn down. We'll have some sweet coals for cooking later. Classic little teepee fire. Classic. Yes. Since I got you here, might as well pop brewski number 2 ski here. Enjoy this fire and sip on a beverage. Keep forgetting their twist offs. Dang. Anyways, we'll see if this one's good. Still tastes like beer. Sure does. Yep. Yes, yes. Well, that's a pretty sight, I tell you what. Yes, yes. Pickup truck. Yeah, that was a par sunset. Not the most beautiful one I've ever seen, but as the kids would say, I'd rate it a 6-7. And of course, like I said in my last video, moments like this are just pretty special. Very special. Look at how special that looks. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm blessed to be doing this in November in a hoodie. Tell you what, that sunset was pretty nice. Yes, it sure was. But anyways, I got some super nice coals developed on the fire here, so let's go ahead and get some dinner going. Yeah, dinner time. It's time to eat food. But first we gotta cook it. Yes. Yes, sir. Yeah. Alright, so tonight we will be having bacon cheddar beer boiled bratwurst. I tell you what. Probably should get a beer out. We sure are. And I know I did hot dogs a couple trips ago, but this isn't hot dogs. This is brats. So we'll be getting these bad boys fired up. So I'm going to boil them, and then we'll put them over the fire. Yes, we will. 12 ounces of brew should do just fine. We will certainly feast. I just really like my hot dogs and brats and tortillas when I go camping, so that's what I'm going to use. I also got some headless horseradish sauce. A little horseradish. You'll see that there. Yeah, horseradish. And we're going to throw some relish on there. I also got some Dijon mustard. So yeah, those will be good. Let's get that bad boy up on the fire. Told you before, it's a great, and it's great. Greatness occurs when you use one of these. Yeah. Greatness, yes sir. Let's get that. Should boil up nice and quick there. Yes sir. Yeah. That's the way she goes, boys. Alright, good old cooking fire. Well, she's getting warm already. I just heard the coyotes start over there. Yeah. And old coyotes are already out. I love the sound of coyotes. I mentioned this in my first video, but before I even started coming out here, I just pictured nighttime hearing the coyotes howl in the distance, because there are tons of coyotes out here. I saw antelope when I was coming in. He was too far away to film though. But I also wanted to mention that tonight's episode of Campfire Reflections will be after dinner, so you be sure to stick around for that. I don't want you tuning out before Campfire Reflections. If anything, you skip to Campfire Reflections, and yes, that's the most important message I'm trying to relay to you, is those Campfire Reflections. I mean, of course, camping is the best part, but the Campfire Reflections, that is a unique thing that we do on this channel. And to not tune in for Campfire Reflections is to not reflect with the campfire. So Campfire Reflections are a must. It's required. If you want to watch this channel, you have to watch the Campfire Reflections. Okay? Yes, yes. And then I think that's about all I have to say about that. Boiling brats. Yes, sir. I'd say that's a decent boil. I'd just like to mention, upon further research of boiling brats after the fact that I started, you're supposed to put onions in there too. You caramelize the onions, then you put the beer in, put the brats in. But we'll be fine without the onions. It'll still be delicious. I'm getting really excited. It's going to be tasty. Tasty AF. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alrighty, well, I boiled them for probably 8 minutes, flipped them, boiled them another 8 minutes, so trying to get these bad boys on the grill. Oh, that's hot pan. Hot pan. Yes, yes. Shit. Oh, that's hot. Yeah. See how hot this is. Oh, that's hot, hot. Hot brats. Oh, yeah. Listen to that sizzle. Yeah, we'll sizzle those for a few minutes on each side. It just dawned on me as we're cooking these brats on the fire. Why don't I introduce a new segment, and we'll call it Thoughts with Brats. Since I'm making you wait for campfire reflections, let me just give you some thoughts while we're cooking the brats. What am I thinking about right now? How beautiful this area is. A big old cottonwood tree right next to me. The wind totally died down for a second. Right before I started boiling the brats, and it was dead silent. Now there's a little breeze, and it's rustling the leftover leaves on these trees. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. My other thoughts, I would say, is I have a hell of a pile of firewood over there, and it might take me a minute or two to go through that. So we might be chilling by the fire for a minute. It's not even 6 o'clock yet, so we got all night. I usually stay up till like 11 or 12 on these trips, just chilling. As the winter sets in, I'm sure I'll start going to bed a little sooner, but I also did get out pretty early again today, so that's always nice. But yeah, let's give these bad boys a flip here. Oh yeah, that looks tasty AF. Ow, hot. Hot fire. Shoot. So yeah, we'll get these cooked, we'll build that fire back up, and then we'll stuff our faces. Or I'll stuff my face, but since you're with me, I guess technically we'll stuff our faces. Go grab like some Pringles or some peanuts or something. Or if you're eating dinner, eat along with me. I don't mind. Be my guest. I tell you what. That's one old mighty tree if I ever seen one. This thing's probably a couple 100 years old at least. It's huge. Good tree. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, Mr. Tree. I won't smash you like some Wilson because you won't even fit under my tires, but I appreciate you being here. You made a beautiful campsite. Let's finish these guys off with a little flame broil here. Oh yeah. I'm just going to eat one at a time. I'll keep the other one on to the side so it stays hot. So in these chillier months, you gotta have your food gets cold fast, so yeah. All right, have a gander at that. Oh yeah, that is gonna be a dinner of championships. Some relish on there. I'm gonna attempt to not use any silverware, so we'll see if I can get this mustard out. A little bit of mustard water. Oh yeah, mustard water on the hot dog, or on the brat. I'm just gonna finger it. We'll just finger that. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. Let's use some silverware. The less dirty stuff I have, the better, Dang. Go easy on a guy. Then my hot sauce. This stuff is pretty spicy, so put a couple dollops on there. That might be a little too much as I'm still going. Yes. 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 Look at that. Let's stuff our faces, folks. I'm gonna get that fire built up, and yeah. And I got my other brat just sitting here, staying warm. Let's try this bad boy out. Oh yeah. My thoughts on these brats: absolutely delicious. Crispy on the outside, hot and gooey on the inside, and cheddar and bacon in there. Oh man. Yes. I wish y'all could taste this right now, because this is that Dijon, the horseradish and the relish really makes it good. That horseradish hot sauce, oh man, tasty. But anyways, yeah, I don't like watching people eating when I watch videos, so I'm sure you don't want to watch me eat. So I'm going to stuff my face, and we'll see you for those campfire reflections after dinner. How about that? Yes, sir. I guess it's time for those campfire reflections, man. Campfire reflections. This is the segment where we reflect on things. Life, mostly. But, you know, reflecting is good for you. So in today's video of Campfire Reflections, we are sitting here on Veterans Day Eve. I'll wake up tomorrow morning and it'll be Veterans Day. I have some close family that served, and I have nothing but respect for them. I mean, anyone who served. I work with them. With politics aside, most of them are truly, in their hearts, they believe that what they're doing and what they did came from their hearts for their country. And throughout history, patriotism has been the key factor in society. And that's I hate to touch on politics. I promise I won't on this channel. But politics aside, patriotism is one thing we're really lacking in this country. A lot of people don't realize that, you know, left, right, those both belong. My left hand, my right hand, they both belong to me. So there's definitely people dividing us behind the scenes, and we're taking it out on ourselves. You'll hear old timers say that we used to be able to agree to disagree, and that is definitely not happening anymore. And so that's one thing I don't agree with. I can see both sides of a lot of things, and that's what really can unite us. And if we come together, we can really take this country back. It's for the people, by the people. That's what's beautiful about this place. And now you look at the people in charge, they don't adhere to that. They're adhering to their agenda and their billionaire schemes on both sides. Everyone's guilty here. It's not just right, it's not just left. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's crazy people on both sides, but we need to meet in the middle here. But getting back to the original thoughts behind tonight's episode of Campfire Reflections, go thank a veteran. You see a guy when I was a kid, there was a lot of guys in their World War II hats. You don't see them anymore. I think I'd say by now there's anyone that served in World War II is 100 or more is what. Yeah, we're sitting here 80 years later. So there's still some old timers out there, but we're rapidly seeing them fade away into history. Right now you see a lot of, like, the older guys, those are Vietnam vets. I think every time I see them wearing that hat. That was the one war where those guys came back and they were not respected. So the least you can do is tell them now, like, 40, 60 years later, that yes, thank you. And then the majority of the veterans you see today are from the wars in the 90s, like the Gulf War, all that nonsense, and then the Iraqi War. And yeah, those guys, it's a different, every generation is different. Those guys tend to not, you don't see them all wearing hats and all that stuff, but you see someone with a Army license plate or something like that, just say thank you. That's all you need to do. And so I'm going to spend some time tonight around this fire reflecting on my life and why I have the opportunity to be here. And the reason we're all here is because our veterans, if you think about it. And times change, thought processes change, but the one key factor they all have in common is patriotism. They love their country. They love being here. And I love being here too. And I would really love if we could all come together and share this amazing planet, this amazing country. So, yeah. Reflect. Thank a veteran. And be good to yourself. Y'all take care. I think I'm going to crack into my third brewski for the night. Oh yeah, that sound. That's a good sound. That is beer. It tastes like it. Yeah. Ha! See, after my, I think that was an amazing episode of Campfire Reflections, by the way. But afterwards, I've just been thinking about the veterans of my life that I'm close to. And really, I have a small world story for you. So there's a guy I work with. And first off, this guy is one of the most genuinely amazing, like, good people I've ever met. Like, this guy is, like, straight up, like, an amazing person. And I have nothing but respect for him. I work with him. I work with a very small team. There's only 10 of us, or 11 or something. And it just so happens that this guy, he was in the National Guard with my brother. Now, that is some small world kind of stuff right there. They both did tours in the Middle East, so they both had active combat. And same goes for my brother. He is one of the most genuinely good people I know. Like, he's my younger brother, and I look up to him. We'll put it that way. So, and I'm sure he doesn't want me talking about him in these videos, but he's just a great person, so I kind of have to mention that. And my coworker and my brother, those are probably the two closest veterans that I know. And I have nothing but respect for those guys, and they are amazing people. A little small world action right there. Small world. Well, one good thing about having an unlimited wood supply is you can make big old fires like this. Yes, sir. That's a big old fire. Look at it. Just look. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. That's crazy. Those coyotes just, you can hear that they're running in packs like they were over there. Now I hear them over there. Hear that? They're coming closer. I'd say that's probably the best audio I've gotten of a pack so far. So I was watching a Monday Night Football because it's Monday night, and I lifted up my beanie like, those are coyotes. I'm glad I could capture some of that sound for you. Nice. All right. Sweet. Sweet. Close. Okay, well, it is super calm out there tonight. Not even a gust of wind to rustle the tree branches out there. Yeah, I stayed out by the fire for super long. What time is it? It's about 9:30, so yeah. We're gonna get to chillaxing in here for a bit. A couple hours. To continue watching Gen Z, that show on Prime. I was watching last time I was out here. So, we'll fire that up. And we'll chill. I do have a new heater. Well, I've had this heater, but I brought my buddy heater, of course, but I also have this thing that I can plug right into my power box, and I'll just test it out, see how much power it draws and whatnot. It should, with this tiny space, it should be good for warming it up super quick without creating a whole bunch of condensation like the buddy heater does. But I'm not even going to close my curtains tonight. I'm not worried at all about getting woken up by the sun, because it doesn't even rise till like 7 now that we're past daylight savings. So yep, I do have a couple snacks in here. Let's see. Of course, I got a good old sody pop, and you might see it already, but I got some ranch Pringles. I love those dang things. And then what else do we got? I just got some extra food in there, like an MRE. Oh, I also have a bag of Halloween candy I snagged from the kiddo. Ha ha. She'll be like, Dad, that's my candy. What are you doing taking my candy, Dad? Pull up my heater for later. And I'm going to get a change real quick into some sweatpants. Alright, all changed out. So, just a temperature update. 41 outside, 43 in here. 53% humidity in here. I'm going to start keeping an eye on that, because I know it goes way up when I turn on my breathing apparatus and whatnot. Yeah, it was a great night just to chill by the fire. I mean, it's well above freezing, and the fire was keeping me warm. I had plenty of wood, so I stayed out there a couple hours longer than usual. That's for sure. Oh, yeah. It's dead silent in here. Like the last couple trips I did at the lake, you could hear the highway and hear other people driving around and stuff, but tonight it's just dead silent. That is beautiful. So, before I turn on the show, why don't we test out this little heater I got and see what it does. Alright, there it is. I'm going to turn on our power box. Goes up to 32 degrees Celsius. And it is pulling wattage. Let's see. Looks like it's topping out at 370 watts. That'll give me 2 hours out of there, which is not very significant. So I can already feel the warm air coming out of that. Now it's down to 325 watts. Yeah, cool little device. That's definitely hot air coming out of there. And yeah, this will definitely be an item I only use as like an emergency heat source, because a buddy heater is definitely more efficient. So yeah, it is safe to say I will probably not use this at night at all, because when I use my machine per night, it takes anywhere from like 30 to 50% of that battery, depending on how long I sleep. But what it will be useful for is in the cold mornings, fire that thing up, and like once I hit the morning, I don't need that battery for anything else, because I don't have any appliances to run on it, so I can just, you know, use this thing to warm up in the morning. When that warmed it up 3 degrees in here, it's up at 46 already. So I only had that on for like 3 minutes. So yeah, efficient little device. Well, not efficient for this battery box, but this is the efficient one over here, I'll tell you what. So I'm going to get to kicking it, watching the show, stay up as late as I want, all that nonsense, because I'm a grown man and I do what I want. Right? But yeah, great night. It was definitely a great night, but it's not over yet. But you probably won't see much more of it, because I'm just gonna watch some TV and hit the hay. But you know me, I like to blab a lot, and I'll probably be checking in with you periodically and whatnot. After all, I did do this whole topper setup so you guys could watch me camp in it, but I spent all my time outside. But you know, we got the whole winter. We got the whole winter for chilling in here, and that's what we're going to be doing the majority of the time. I should pick up some cooking devices that I can plug into my power box. Like I have a waffle maker. I really want to get like a hot plate so I can chill in here and cook dinners and such, but because there's going to be times in the winter when I'm not going to want to sit out in the cold by a fire cooking dinner. But we shall see, we shall see. Yeah. It is time to get cozy. I tell you, I did have fun camping in my mini truck if you watched my last video, but this thing is just so much more comfortable. That cot kind of put a knot in my back there. Alright. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna snuggle up in my bag. Watch this show, and I'll check in with you on a bit. I'm calling it a night. Yeah. 45 degrees outside. I'm gonna turn on the buddy heater just to warm it up in here a tad before I hit the hay. But yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay, so it's coming up on midnight. Watched another couple episodes of that show. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good show. Well, anyways, it was a good day camping out here. And I'm gonna go to bed now. We'll wake up in the morning, we'll make some coffee. I might start a fire in the morning because it's supposed to stay pretty warm. It's not supposed to get much colder than what it is right now, so. But I'm gonna pass out. And I'll catch y'all in the morning. Yeah! I'll catch you in the morning. Yes! Thanks, son. Holy shnikes. I actually slept in a little bit today. Usually I'm up before the sunrise on these trips, but super awesome, comfortable sleep last night. Wow, I slept, what time is it? 7:45. I slept a solid 7.5 hours straight through. Yes, sir. It is 50 degrees out. That is warm for 7:45 in the morning in November. So I'm gonna get up and get some coffee going. Yes, sir. Some coffee. I was originally intending to get that fire going this morning, but it is a bit breezy out, so I'm not going to do that. We'll just hang it out in here and make our coffee. Well, it would be the perfect morning for chilling outside. It's just a bit too breezy. I got this nice warm truck bed in here. That sun is warming me up. It's already gone up 3 degrees since I checked in with you like 5 minutes ago when I woke up. Alright. Where's my other? Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Yes, yes. It got me again. Jeez. Dang thing, man. Rolling boil, boys. Now, call me strange, and I have no idea why, but I have Katy Perry West Coast Girls stuck in my head. That's, oh my goodness, that's one of the most horrible songs anybody could have stuck in their head, and I do not wish that on anyone. I guess it's just catchy enough to where it caught my attention. Yes, sir. And the sad thing is I have to put that clip in there because that's when I was pouring my water into the coffee. I don't have extra coffee with me unless it's freeze-dried, so like if you see me doing freeze-dried coffee, that means I cut that out because that's the only ground coffee I brought with me. Yes, yes. Yes, sir. I've gotten really good at being sure to clean up after myself right away, especially after that last trip. I just realized how much more work like setting up a tent was and all that, and how lucky I am to have this set up where I just throw and go. Like if I wanted to book it right now, I just put this stuff away and I could leave. Yeah, as I was saying, if I wanted, like, say if I needed to book it real quick, just throw all the loose stuff in my tote right here, jump out the back, and I can jet. So all I have out there is my my shovel, my grate, and my chair, so I could throw that stuff in the cab or in the bed real quick. Keep calling my bed a cab, like I'm in a minivan or something. But speaking of minivans, let me know if you disagree with me on this, but I think 90% of the office job bros that drive their big old trucks to work could be just fine with a minivan. I'm not hating. Don't say I'm hating. I just think it's sad when you see these big old trucks that are used for nothing but going to the office and the grocery store. Like, save some money, get yourself a Prius. There's more room in a Prius than most modern pickup trucks. The beds are like 4 feet, 5 feet. Whatever. You do you, boo. You do you. I'm just making observations and whatnot. Yeah, yesterday I got off work and headed right out here just like I did for my last trip. I like doing that. I had my rig all packed up, drove it to work, and the second I got off, I headed out here. Yes, sir. Didn't have to stop home or anything. I actually know where my paper towels are this time. Residual drippage. There we go. Alright, well, cheers of the morning, everybody. Made it to another day. Yep. Fresh coffee in the middle of nowhere just tastes better for some reason. Cool. I'm going to get the rest of my stuff packed away, and I'll show you some footage of the obstacles it took to get in here. I'll show you that going out, since I didn't film it coming in. I was just, like I said, I know I should have been filming some of that stuff yesterday, but I was just so excited to actually be using my four-wheel drive for once. Didn't even think about filming. Just like that, we are ready to rock on out of here. What a cool little spot, man. I wish I could stay here another whole day and night. Probably hit up the car wash on the way home and get this dust off of here. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out. I ripped off my 7-way hitch yesterday coming up, going over something, so luckily the wiring's not messed up, but it looks like it's happened before when I bought this used, so I'll just tuck this up in the bumper and bend this stuff back. Let's get that off of there so it's not dangling. Yeah, that's a lost cause anyway, so yep. I don't know why they didn't come from the factory up here, but if I do get I'm planning on getting a little like pop-up trailer or something for this thing, so I'll just drill a hole in the bumper and put that thing in there where it actually should go. So I don't know why it didn't come like that. So newer models have it up in there, so it is what it is. Yep. Whew. Tell you, that one got the adrenaline pumping. Yes, sir. All right, well, time to close it on out, boys and girls. I tell you, that was an amazing trip. A little sketchy getting out of there and in there. This makes me more confident in this truck. She's a capable beast. Yeah, definitely wouldn't have done that if there was mud though in that wash. But anyways, you know the deal. If you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs down. I appreciate y'all watching. Like I said before, go check out my my backpacking trip I did in 2020. I just edited that up a few weeks ago. There's some really good golden olden footage on there, so I hope you take the time to check that one out. And if you like this kind of stuff, stay with me. I hate telling people to subscribe, but you should do that because I'm gonna be doing a lot more of this. And the more you get to know me, I think the more you'll get to like me. So this is what I do. I go camping and hang out. I do my campfire reflections, and overall I just want to share that with y'all. So I hope you can genuinely see that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing it to get famous. I'm not doing it for subscribers or views. I'm just doing it because it's what I want to do and I enjoy doing it. So thank y'all for riding along. Bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye now. See you on the next one. Yeah. Little bonus footage for you. I got on this gravel road and I started taking off, and luckily my window was down. I heard something hit the ground. That was my my thermometer sensor for outdoors. I found one battery and oh, there's the other battery. There it is. All right, didn't lose anything today. Also, I left my coffee on my bumper when I was pulling away. Luckily on the second shot I hadn't gone over any bumps or anything, so it was still intact. So I didn't waste any coffee, didn't lose my thermometer sensor. So yeah, life is good. Alright, got some extra bonus footage for you. Old Pioneer Homestead. Now there's tons of places like this around here, but we'll save a lot of that for future camping trips. But this one's just on the side of the road I was driving out of here on. Look at that, a bit of concrete. Wow. And this is like straight pioneer type stuff right here. Look at that. There's another structure here to the south of that main one. Let's go check it out. Windy. There's more stuff over here too. Bullet holes. Wow. Look at this. Whoa. That's incredible. I might need to come back to this spot in the summer. Sleep right here. Wow. That is so cool. What is this up here? That goes way down there. What is down there? That must have been... What? That's crazy. That's like a... I don't know what that is. But it goes way down there. I don't want to go in there, but dang. That is cool. Anyways. Yeah, I think that'll do it for the bonus footage. That's crazy. Someone lived here. It's probably the late 1800s. 120 years ago. I can imagine that after the Civil War, too. That's when a lot of people started coming out here. Yeah. It's crazy to think about the history here. You can only assume this is where the like the homestead sign was, like the name of the family and whatnot. Wow. That's crazy. Someone used to live here. Now it's gone forever in the past. Yes, sir.